Hey guys, it's Keith, and today we're taking a look at the amp location in an Acura CL. I didn't see any videos up on YouTube that discuss the location of the Bose factory amp, so I thought I'd do one. So let's jump in, pop the trunk, and take a look. So I've already got the amp taken out with the screws removed, and this is basically all this is this is just the panel where the scissor jack is in the back right corner of your Acura CL trunk. This is a 97, so this should cover, model years 97 to 99, and it's possible a few other Acura models as well. Pop that off, pull back the protective carpeting insulation, and lo and behold, there is your factory amp, and it's just 3 screw bolts, all right, and it comes out, those are 10 millimeter, and this basically, when it is mounted, it sits like this against the vehicle. Okay, so it looks like that when you open it up, and I've taken out the screws so that we could get at it. And just a couple of things of noteworthiness. You've got a ground screw up here, and you've got the main snake of cables that go into the amp here, and that's it. So what that means is all of the connections for the entire stereo system for back here are running through this snake. There are no other cables, okay? So if you are deciding that you want to upgrade your amp and stereo, you could theoretically use these connections. If you were to replace the amp, you would just have to troubleshoot with a multimeter and figure out which one is the speaker leads and the ground. Some people ground under the rear seat, but there are some grounding points back here that I see where you could ground a new amp. A quick point, if you are going to install an aftermarket amp back here, I would keep it out in the open simply because aftermarket amps run hotter and could benefit from more airflow, so I would not put it behind the carpet where Acura had theirs. And then it would just be up to you whether you wanted to run all new wiring or you wanted to access the Acura Honda wiring here. You could figure that out with a little bit of troubleshooting. Anyway, the only other thing I would tell you, if you are considering upgrading your stereo in your Acura, and you may already know this if you're here watching and researching, the Acura Bose system does run on lower ohms for the speakers. And so the speakers in this car are, I believe, a 2 or 2.5 ohm. I think I tested them about a week ago on the multimeter, and my multimeter was coming back with about 2.5 ohms to 2.8 ohms. And a standard car speaker is going to be closer to 4 ohms. And so if you just upgrade your speakers, you're going to notice a loss of a little bit of power and probably a little bit of bass. And that is because, when Acura and Honda manufacture millions of vehicles, they can save money on each car by going with speakers that require less power to run. And it makes it so that they can make a lower powered amp and still get a loud volume. The bummer is that, it's not the way other stereos work as a standard. So if you just upgrade the speakers, you are probably not going to get the result you wanted because the speakers are tuned for this system. And this system also has crossovers and frequency adjustments that make it sound great with the factory stereo and the factory speakers. It probably will not be the case if you just upgrade speakers. So that's why a lot of people, when they do upgrade, they upgrade everything. They upgrade the stereo up front. They upgrade the amp and the speakers. That's really the best way to do it. So anyway, just a little bit of quick background information. The connections are here if you want to research and tap into them. And I just thought I would do a quick one here to show you the location of the Bose amp. Okay, so anyway, I hope this helped. If it did, please consider subscribing. It does help the channel. Drop me a comment if you'd like, and I will speak to you in comments and the next video. Thanks, guys.